Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Locum23 here. You're joining me for the app choices. We are on The Crown and the Flame, Book 1, Chapter 6, now playing as Kenna. You and Gabriel being held by a band of mercenaries. Defeating their leader, Severin, is your only way out.
I can't let you fight for me. It goes against everything I believe in.
Well, I can't let you fight for me. It goes against what I need to become. So what's it gonna be, Gabriel? I fight and become the queen you've trained me to be? Or you fight, and no matter the outcome, I never amount to anything?
Hells! You're not going to bend, are you?
No.
Then let's get you fight ready.
Gabriel walks you through a training exercise while you discuss your upcoming duel.
What have you noticed about Severin that'll help you in this fight?
I noticed that. Talks too much.
Huh, that's true enough. But I was referring to the fact that he is a mercenary. That means he'll fight dirty. Fighting him won't be like sparring against the monks of the monastery. Not only will he fight dirty, but he'll fight to kill.
Now playing as Dominic, you and Rose are in your room reviewing the rescue plan. You're sure you can incapacitate the guards? They're always demanding more wine with their dinner. It'll be hardly suspicious for me to give it to them. And you said you've got a few casks of particularly flavorful wine? Yes, they'll never taste the sleeping powder, and with that way, those two drink, they'll be out for the nightfall. How flavorful is this wine? I brought some of the wine with me. Would you like a taste? I promise there's no sleeping powder in it yet. I should drink. I'll drink. Will you? Well, I wouldn't want to make you drink alone. Rose pours you each a glass, and you clink yours against hers. To escape attempts. To freedom for those who deserve it. Cheers. You drink and cough. That is strong. Don't tell me the big strong Dominic can't handle his wine. I can handle it. I'm handling it right now. You're always so in control. I can't ever think I've seen you really relax. Not in the last 2 years, anyway. You think about her, don't you? Who? You know, Kenna. The two of you were very close. It's hard to be close with someone you never see. 2 years is a long time, isn't it? Maybe long enough to begin caring about someone new? Rose. Brrr. Oh, freedom. Are we not paying enough attention to you? Rose strokes Freedom's feathers, and he preens under the attention, nipping affectionately at her fingertips. Brrr. Do you remember the first time we met, Dominic? Yes, maybe? No. I do. It was by the stables. We were just children. You'd come back from a hunt. Some boys from the village were kicking something. I thought it was a rock. But you ran up and pulled this small bundle of feathers away from them. Freedom was just a little thing, wounded and crying for help. I thought he'd die, but you were so gentle. That's right. You wouldn't look at Freedom because it made you cry. After that, I started coming to the kitchen every day for scraps. Until Freedom was strong enough to hunt. I knew there was something special about you then. You're so strong, yet so gentle. And when others were cruel, you stopped them. Rose. I love you, Dominic. If I'm being honest, I've been in love with you for a very long time now. I should do nothing. Rose leans in, resting her head on your shoulder. Just then the door opens and Tristan enters. Sorry I'm late. What's going on here? This is nothing. It's nothing. It doesn't look like nothing. How stupid do you think I am? I am not a little girl, Tristan. I am free to love any man I want. And I am in love with Dominic. Rose, do you know how many women Dom's charmed into his bed? Do you really think you're the first? Get out of here, now! Rose blushes and runs out of the room. That's my sister, Dominic. Not some wench from the taverns. I know. You stay away from her. I'm not going to watch you break her heart. Tristan, I don't want to hear it, Dom. You're like a brother to me. Act like it. Now, playing as Kenna. It is the night before the duel. Gabriel, Kenna, are you awake in there? Even if I weren't fighting a trained killer in the morning, I doubt I'd get any sleep on this rock-hard slab. I had to see you both.
We don't have much useful words right now, Leon. You've already made it clear where you stand.
That's just it. What happened to the Queen, to your mother, it was my fault. I couldn't win the war for her. I couldn't save the kingdom. And I couldn't save her. And I don't want to see Kenna die too. At least I can prevent that. At the least I can save Adrian's daughter. What are you saying? I don't care if they find out and string me up. I've come to free you. The gods on watch are loyal to me. I've sent them off. Now get out of here and don't look back. You think I'm gonna run now? You need to. You can't beat Severin. He's too good. Go now and live. Leon. Too much is at stake for the entire kingdom. This is bigger than one duel. The realm needs its rightful leader. We're suffered under Luther's tyranny for too long. I aim to lead an army against Prince Marco. If I run from some mercenary, who will follow me? I'm not running. There's no convincing you, is there? Not a chance. You remind me of her. Who? Your mother? That's twice now you've spoken of her like you were close friends. She was a cunning strategist, and as determined as any warrior. Did she ever tell you of the secret of the Battle of Ram's Forge? The uprising against her? No. I never heard of an uprising or of this battle. I thought my mother had no secrets from me. Well, maybe it's not my place to tell, and it is getting late. This is your chance to play as Captain Leon and find out the truth about his feelings for Adriana. You also increase your army score and obtain valuable information. But of course, it's a diamond wall. Leon, never mind. Forget it. Good luck. You're going to need it. Now playing as Dominic back at Stormhold. You are preparing to break the captive monk out of his cell. I'll go down first and give the gods a meal. Once they've had their wine, we should be ready to act. Agreed. Rose travels down the stairs. Tristan, about earlier. I'm sorry. You should be. You don't go after your best friend's sister. But listen, we've got more important problems right now. You're right. You see Rose wave you forward. It's now or never. You and Tristan sneak in. They're out. but I can't say for how long they'll sleep. Just hurry. You and Tristan run to the monk's cell while Rose stands watch.
You came. I didn't think you would.
You grab the keys off of one of the slumbering guards. I told you we're gonna save you. Which one of these keys is the right one? They all look the same. Oh God, I don't know. You try the key and it fails to turn the lock. Try a different one. You try the key and it works. The cell door swings open, and you and Tristan rush in. Tristan gestures to the monk. Come on, up you go. Can you walk?
I think so.
Looping the monk's good arm around your shoulders, you help him hobble forward. Bartel's coming. Hurry! Go, Rose. Get out of here. Rose flees. You and Tristan hobble with the monk as quickly as you can. We're not going to make it. You can hear Bartel's footsteps pad towards you up the stairs. What is this? What the three hells has happened to these guards? As Bartel throws the door to the dungeon open, you feel panic and anger. Gods, we're doomed. We need a miracle. Fire and rage burn inside you. I should focus the fire. A torch by the stairway explodes into a wall of flame, completely blocking the doorway off. On the other side, Bartel screams. Ah! What is this? Quick, the other way. While Bartel beats the flames out of his robes, you, the monk, and Tristan escape through the dungeon's back door. You don't stop until you reach the castle's far wall, helping the monk towards the exit. There, you're free.
Thank you. Thank you. You have my eternal gratitude. I owe you my life.
It was the least we could do.
You could have let me die. You did a great deal more than that. A seed planted today provides fruit tomorrow. You use your strength and bravery for justice. I pray that your courage will be rewarded. I saw the markings on you the first time we met, and then tonight.
Tonight? With the fire?
Now I am certain. Please take this as a token of my gratitude. It will help you.
The monk reaches into his tunic and takes out a small amulet. What's this?
It'll help you in desperate times. Hopefully you'll never need it. Goodbye, my young friends.
The monk leaves. You look at the amulet in your hand and remember the fire. That was strange. Tristan stares at you like he doesn't recognize you. What was that, Dom? Your hands! The fire! I don't know what's happening to me. That was just like in those books Ma used to read to me. It was stories of an ancient people who could do all kinds of magical things with fire. They could even control dragons. I never believed them, but now, well, looks like I'm friends with one. Whatever this is, no one can know about it, Tristan. I've spent my whole life trying to fit in here. If anyone found out how different I am, well, everyone isn't accepting as you. Most would want me dead for this. Hey, you can trust me to keep your secret? That means a lot to me, brother. Does Rose know? Not yet. Please don't tell her. I won't, but you'll have to, especially considering how she feels about you. So you're fine with what you saw between us? I didn't say that. She's my only sister. The least you can do is be honest with her about who you are. I will. I'm just not sure how I do that when I barely understand what's happening myself. I don't care how you do it, as long as you do it soon. Later in your room. What's that you have there, Dominic? It's some kind of amulet, a parting gift from the monk. So, what happens now? We don't stop. We don't give up. No one is safe as long as the Prince Marco runs his castle. Then it's time to end his reign. Together. Together. Now, playing as Kenna the next morning at sunrise, all the mercenaries and ex-soldiers gather around for the duel.
Remember your training!
Thank you, Gabriel. I hope I don't disappoint you.
When I look at the woman you've grown into, my queen, you couldn't possibly disappoint me.
You baby's done babbling. Because I'm itching to find out what it feels like to kill a queen. I bet you still bleed red. Too bad it has come to this, Kenna. I was actually starting to like you. But no one beats Severin. Val, you can buy me a drink after I win. Cocky. You're starting to make me regret betting against you. You bet against me? No offense, it's easy money. Even if the odds are stacked against you. I mean, really against you.
That's enough of that talk.
Kenna, are you ready? I'm as ready as I'll ever be. The rules are simple. The first to surrender or becomes incapacitated is the loser. And his life, or hers, is forfeit. If Kenna wins, she and Gabriel are free to go. If Severin wins, he gets to hand over her to Prince Marco and collect the price on her head, on behalf of the company. And now, let the duel begin. Mercenaries cheer and shout at you as Severin circles each other. Severin taunts you, a pair of massive battle axes in his hands. Don't worry, little girl. I'll make this quick.
Your swords will be no match for those axes.
I can do it. I have to. Observe. You don't respond to Severin's goading. Instead, you and Gabriel quietly study his weapons, armor, and movement. Those axes are enormous. Must be slow to swing. Even for a man like him.
Yes, you can avoid them if your attacks are quick and precise. I see a gap in his armor at the ribs, right under his arm.
Between his slow strikes and poor footwork, I should be able to get behind him with ease. Wish me luck.
Luck has no say in this. Your focus and skill will see you to victory.
Well, have you anything to say, little girl? I prefer to let my sword do the talking. Severin bellows and storms at you, axes high over his head. Roll backwards. You throw yourself backwards out of range, rolling over your shoulder just as Severin axe buries in the earth where you had stood.
Oh!
He tries to pull his axe free, but it's stuck. You take the opportunity to bring your sword down on him, Bab. Ha! You move to swing away, but Severin parries you with his other axe. He finally pulls free from the ground. You dodge in a circle. Severin pursues you, but stumbles. Off balance, he awkwardly lands on his knee, facing away from you.
Oh!
You close in a strike at his back while he's down, but in a flash, Gabriel's warning echoes in your memory. Shield my eyes. Recall Gabriel's warning about Severin's fighting dirty and bring up your arm to cover your face. Just as Severin spins and throws a handful of dust at you, your arm keeps it from blinding you.
No!
With clear vision, you slash your sword at the outstretched hand, hacking off two of his fingers.
Oh!
He growls and launches to his feet, charging you. He lashes at you again, his full strength behind the blow. His massive axe knocks the sword from your hand. No! He gets between you and the sword. The noise from the crowd builds to a roar. You put up a good fight, Kenna! Looking around you desperately, you see that Val has a weapon at her waist. A massive flail with a skull at the end.
Time to die, little girl!
I can try and get past Severin to get back my sword. Or I can grab the dead man's flail. Using the dead man's flail to get an edge over Severin, you'll gain the option to use a weapon in the final battle. Of course, in a diamond paywall. Choose sword. You run to the side and dive for your sword. Severin swings at your head. I should roll to the side. You roll to the side, dodging Severin's blow. Severin heaves his axe up, getting ready for another attack. But you have a split-second tact. I should dive for the sword. Dive for the sword in your hand. As Severin turns to you.
So, you got your sword back. You're still no match for me. You fight like a noble. I fight like an animal.
Two can fight dirty. Gouge his eyes. Severin swings hard, his axe humming through the air. You duck the blade and pop back up with lightning quickness. You shoot your hand forward, jabbing him in his eyes. He stumbles back, clutching at his face. While he's stunned, you hammer him with 3 quick strikes. He grunts in pain.
In another life, you'd have made a good mercenary.
If there's one thing I've learned in this life, it's that honor is dead.
On that we agree. Now it's time for you to join honor in the grave.
Severin glares at you, breathing heavily from the wounds you opened.
You think you've won, but you don't know anything about being in a real fight. Your fairy tale ends here.
He summons the last of his strength and unleashes a final onslaught. You weather the storm until Severin howls and slams a massive boot in your chest. You fall backwards, tumbling to the ground. The crowd grows excited, sensing the fight's end drawing near. Gabriel calls to you.
Make his weakness your strength.
Severin grins with arrogance as you struggle to push yourself up on all fours.
And so the legend of the little princess comes to a bloody end?
I should stay down and pretend he's won. You don't move, staying on all fours, you making a show of your exhaustion. Severin saunters towards you. His colossal boots come to stop right before you.
This is goodbye, little girl.
You're right about that. You snatch your short sword and stab upwards, slipping it under Severin's breastplate. He teeters backwards, stunned.
I don't believe it.
He drops to his knees. You stand up, brushing your hair from your face. Give up, Severin. You've lost. Kenna? What will you do with him? His fate is in your hands. Goddamn diamond. Just, I would have recruited him. I will banish Severin. Get up, Severin. And get out of my sight.
You're letting me go?
I'm banishing you. If I ever see you in the vicinity of my kingdom again, you'll wish I hadn't.
It isn't your kingdom.
He spits on the ground in front of you, and you raise your weapon. Don't make me change my mind. Severin gets to his feet, turns, and runs out of the camp. I hope that was the right decision.
I would have never believed it.
Gabriel clasps your hand.
Kenna, I'm as proud as you as any father could be. You've won our freedom and our lives.
Which is obviously better than the alternative. But what we need now is an army. You raise your hand, calling for silence from the crowd. Mercenaries, former soldiers, heed me. I know you have a saying. The strong lead. I've proven my strength, Now let me lead you. I know you fight for money, but now I'm asking you to fight for something greater. Fight for a ruler who fights alongside you. Put a ruler on the throne who will lead the charge. A ruler who knows what it means to bleed beside you. I am unlike any queen who's ever sat on a throne. I will win my throne in blood and battle. Former Stormhold soldiers, regain your honor. Fulfill your promises. Defeat the enemy you've hidden from for so long. We're with you! Down with Navraka's tyrants! You have our swords, but the mercenaries who follow Severin won't be as easy to convince. Thank you, Leon. Mercenaries, help me take the crown back from my enemies, and I promise you, glory and honor, we will write history together. When children hear tales, this is one they'll beg for. We will be the heroes who freed this land from Luther Nevris' oppression and cruelty. We will be the ones who restored glory and justice to our people. I could be a hero. I bet heroes never buy their own drinks. Who's with me? The mercenaries cheer.
It looks like the entire mercenary force will join you.
Thank you to those who pledged to fight at my side. Together, we will save this kingdom. I know it. The former Stormhold soldiers applaud. Leon and Gabriel join them. Taking down Severin, rallying the troops. Not bad for a princess.
She's not a princess anymore, Leon. She's our queen.
Meanwhile, back at Stormhold, the scouts have spotted Kinna, and following her as we speak, Prince Marco. They've confirmed that she's with a group of mercenaries in the grasslands.
Good. Very good.
Should I send word to them to apprehend her?
No, not yet. I've got something special in mind for her this time.
Chapter progress! You beat Severin in a duel for your freedom. Leon and his soldiers have joined your war effort. You didn't listen to Leon when he offered to tell you the story of your mother. You managed to convince 2,000 soldiers and mercenaries to join your army. Though you spared his life, you chose to banish Severin. You saved the monk and were rewarded with a mistress amulet. So finally, we've really started progressing here. And choices, 50%. You know, a lot of the choices are behind that damn diamond wall. Troops, 43 out of 45. Awesome. Allies, 15 out of 25. We're getting up there. Weapons, 5 of 15. Power, 12 of 12. Prestige, 23 out of 38. Unfortunately for Prestige, it's behind that diamond wall too. Army score, 128 out of 95. Woohoo! And we got a diamond. And it looks like next up we'll be doing Chapter 7 of 18. So if you guys have really enjoyed this, I know I am. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already. And until next time, guys, have a good one.